Nowadays, everybody has some type of strategy in order for people to get out of debt. But in this video that's actually going viral right now, this lady is sharing 9 secrets that she advises people do in order to get out of debt. We'll be breaking that down and seeing if it's actually something that could work for most people. Let's see what's going on.
Money may not buy happiness, but it sure does buy freedom. That's why in this video, I'm making you richer. So please just stick with me or save this video for later because financial literacy is sexy. So my video on making money from credit cards went viral, and it's come to my attention that a lot of us have to work our way back from a negative net worth before we start making money from the credit companies. So if you are in debt, lock in. I will be explaining the entire roadmap. I broke this video into 2 categories. We're going to be talking about money first, inflow and outflow, and then we're going to be talking about the method in which you actually tackle your debt. Everyone take a breath. This is going to be everything you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Starting with money. Number 1, freeze your freaking card. If you have gotten yourself into debt in the first place, take responsibility. No more spending on the credit card. Avoid closing it though. Watch my other video for all the reasons why, but keep it open if possible. Second,
Okay, so freezing your credit card. I think this is something that I can agree with. It does make it a little bit more difficult for you to spend because you have froze it. The problem is, it's just as easy as it was for you to freeze it. It's probably even easier for you to unfreeze it. I mean, you just go on the app and log in. But we do need to stop spending money on credit cards in order for us to catch up on the debt that you may already owe. In my own belief, before we continue and hear the second step that she's just about to get into, I believe that you should not spend what you can't pay off in cash the following month on the credit card. That way you're able to make the payment, right, and not have to pay any interest at all. You zero the card out. But most people don't do that, which is exactly why she has 8 more reasons as to how you can get out of credit card debt. Let's hear it out.
And you need to evaluate your income and your expenses. This is basic budgeting. If this is something that you don't already do, newsflash, you need to do it. I know it's boring. I'm sorry. You just have to know what you're making and what you're spending. That's going to allow you to see where you can free up some money to throw at your debt. We'll get to all that. Number 3.
Okay, so before she gets into number 3, because I really like that point, I learned this skill when I joined a mentorship and I needed to track my own business expenses. Y'all check this out. All right, I got my bills right here on Google Sheets. It's very simple. You don't need no fancy apps or anything. I got the chart showing up right now. I know it's like zoomed out or whatever, but I'm just showing you the layout so you know what I'm talking about. All right, I got the different subscriptions for my business. All right, and if we scroll over a little bit, you got your money laid out. All right, the money is laid out and it's telling me how much in the red my business costs me in order to operate. Right now is $349.96. All right. But YouTube makes me money and I do put money into my business account from my 9-to-5 money. A lot of people don't even do something like that. They don't know how many subscriptions they have. Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you write out your bills? Do you have an app to track them? Do you put them in Google Sheets or Excel? When you do this, you're able to see exactly where your money is going before it comes out again. Just about a month ago, I was living a little bit above my means accidentally because I added a bill that I didn't add into my expense sheet. Now, it wasn't in my business, but it was in my personal life. Outside of my car note, my car insurance, paying rent, and paying, I have some other bill, but it all accumulated to a certain number, but I kept having to pull from my savings 1 or 2 times. And I was like, you know what? Something's messed up. Let me look back at it. Let me read over it. And guess what happened? I was over by literally just like $100 or so. So I had to change my finances. Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you track your finances? Why or why not?
Budget. Wants versus needs. Overconsumption has become way too normalized. Clock your shopping addiction. DoorDash is not a necessity. Get off of social media if it's that hard for you. No vacations, no fun, no club. I sound like a grandmother, but I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. You can't afford it. Your net worth is negative. I'm saying this out of love. Tough love. I love you, and I believe in you. We can do this together. Okay, stick.
All right, so before she gets into number 4, I believe you should have some fun. Let me dig a little bit deeper into this, okay? Number 1, it's going to be hard for you to budget if you don't get a little bit of dopamine hit. Now, the reason why I say this is because I live by this rule, but only with certain barriers. I live by the rule of percentages or dollar cost averaging, which means every time I get paid, I split my income up into 5 separate accounts. I have a savings account, an investment account, a business account, a bill/debt payoff account, and I have a if I didn't say investment account, but I have, a fun account, right? So every different account has a certain percentage. Every dollar that comes in gets split into 5 different ways. I know that sounds crazy, but it's based off of my lifestyle and my goals right now: saving, investing, and paying off debt. So my fun account is 10% of my income. So I do whatever I want with my fun money. It's just 10% of my income. If I want to have more fun, I have to make more money in order for my fun account to be funded with more money in order for me to have more fun. All right. That sounds like a tongue twister right there. But anyways, all the other accounts rise as well as I make more money, but I'm still living on 10% of my fun account money. All right. So when she talks about like no vacations and whatnot, like I don't agree with that, because I believe you can still come up, still get out of debt if you live by percentages. And if you live on like 90 to 80% of your income, which means you basically living paycheck to paycheck, then you need to lower your living expenses, hands down, or make a lot more money. And you can do both. You feel me? This is why I'm so hell-bent on not just working the 9 to 5 and being a lazy bum after the 9 to 5. What are you doing through the 5 to 9? Right now, I create YouTube videos after my 9 to 5. The YouTube income earns me almost an extra $800 per month. And if you guys are interested with monetizing your own YouTube channel, then go ahead and click the link in the description down below and join the Cashflow Creators Club. Every single month, I host a mastermind that literally deep dives into how I'm earning money on YouTube passively and the systems that I use and strategies that I recommend. Again, the link is in the description down below. Let's continue.
With me. Next, look at the money that you currently have. Do you have investments? Do not touch your retirement account, but I will tell you to touch your stock account if it is not growing more than your interest rate. If your stocks are making 10% a year and your interest rate is 30%, you're losing 20% anyways. Put it all towards your debt. And then as far as making money, declutter and sell everything that you can. Clothes, knickknacks, electronics, you have an old phone sitting around listed on eBay, whatever you can sell.
I don't agree with that either. Like some of the stuff you can, sell some of the stuff, but I have my old phone right now. This is my dad's old phone, the iPhone XR, and this is exactly what I'm doing to make money right now. Extra $800 in a month ain't never hurt nobody. I'm filming off of my iPhone 14 Pro Max right now, but this is my main phone, an iPhone 14 Plus. So I got 3 different iPhones, but these iPhones make me an extra $800 a month. And it's going to increase every single month. You know why? Because I know how YouTube works. So therefore, I'm creating assets off of using my old phones. Don't get rid of your old phones. You don't have to get a fancy camera to make money on YouTube. You just got to have an iPhone. You know what I'm saying? No shade to, actually, all the shade to Android users. I don't know how y'all do it. I'm good on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm an iPhone. I'm an Apple. What they call them? I'm a diehard for Apple. All right. I'm an Apple fanboy.
Sell. Then get another job. If you can, pick up a side hustle. Maybe become a shopper for Instacart or DoorDash instead of overpaying for the services that got you into debt in the first place. Okay, now we're moving into the mess.
All right. So a little thing about DoorDash and Uber Eats and whatnot. When you are creating assets, let's say, for example, right now, I'm creating this YouTube video, obviously. Now, if I ain't got the time to cook because I'm going to be up early tomorrow for my 9 to 5 and YouTube has already started making me money, I'd rather use my time more wisely, order some DoorDash, right? And what I mean is not by this like fast food, junk food crap. I'm not ordering no McDonald's. That's BS. All right. I'm ordering groceries. So when the food comes here, I got food for the next couple of days, but I'm DoorDashing because I think grocery shopping is a waste of time. I really do. I think it's a waste of time. You got to drive to the store. You got to go in the store, look for the items. All right. This is not an Easter egg hunt. Then you got to stand in line. Then you got to check out your items. Then you got to pay for your items. Then you got to walk to your car, load your car up, drive back home, unload your car, then find the place where you're going to put your food. Versus DoorDash, you just order your groceries. Okay, cool. You might pay a couple extra dollars, but remember, we're using our time that we would have used for grocery shopping, but we're using it to create assets like YouTube videos. And that's going to make me money even in my sleep. That's a good return to me. But for most people, they do need to stop using DoorDash because they're just being lazy half of the time. I'm doing it to buy my time back. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below.
Method in which you will actually get yourself out of debt now that we've covered the money aspect. Number 1, call your credit card company. Here's a little secret. A lot of them offer interest rate reductions. If your credit company doesn't suck, they will negotiate your interest rate. I've seen people get their interest rates down by 20% just by a phone call. From a business standpoint, they want to be paid back. They don't want you to just close your card and run away. They want to make money too. So call them and threaten to transfer your balance if they don't work with you. And then number 2,
Okay, so number 1 is pretty solid. I did not know that you could negotiate or ask and request for a lower interest rate. I know if you're in good standing, that's, something definitely that you can do. But here's the thing. I don't pay no interest on a credit card anyway because I only use what I have in cash. And when it's time to pay, I pay it in full. So I didn't know that. Have you guys ever used that? Let me know in the comment section down below.
Transfer your balance. If 1 fails, number 2 is also probably my preferred option if you do qualify. Open a 0% interest rate credit card if you qualify. You can find one for 18 to 21 months. Transfer your current balance to the new credit card with 0% interest with a plan of paying it off, because all of the money that you would be paying towards interest, you can now push towards your principal and pay it off a lot faster than you would have at 30% interest or whatever the heck it is. Or option B in subcategory 2, you can go to your local credit union and get like a 0% loan or like debt consolidation with them. Don't quote me on this. I've never done any of these things. I'm also not a financial advisor, so take everything I say with a grain of salt, but I want you to do better. I want the best for you. So all of those options are in step number 2. Step number 3, pick the actual method of paying off your debt. So you'll hear a lot about the snowball or the avalanche method. Anyone that says snowball is stupid and they don't want the best for you. It's a psychological motivator because the snowball method of paying debt back is paying off the smallest loans first.
Before she even gets into it about how it's like a trick or whatever, I think it's actually useful for most people because I use this method. And I believe it's good for people to feel rewarded quick if it's a good habit. For example, when I would train people to get into the gym and get in the best shape of their life, when I was an online fitness coach charging $2,000 to $3,000 per client just by uploading content on Instagram, I would tell my clients, when you get in the gym, I only want you to work out for 2 minutes. Now, most people are going to be like, 2 minutes ain't going to make you lose no weight. That's nothing. But here's the thing. They weren't used to going into the gym anyways. They had gym anxiety. They weren't consistent. They were paying for a membership. Then they canceled, or they're paying for a membership and never showed up. They always created excuses after work or before work. They're tired. Okay, cool. Just go in the gym for 2 minutes. You can do that, right? Okay, bet. Go in the gym for 2 minutes, do a little workout for 2 minutes, and then walk back out. What we're doing here is changing your identity. You're just a person that goes to the gym. That's it. You don't have to be a person that goes to the gym for 3 hours. You just got to say and identify yourself mentally. You're the type of person that goes to the gym. Then, after some consistency of showing up for 2 minutes, your brain is going to be like, well, I'm already here for 2 minutes. I already started. So let me go ahead and push myself a little bit further. Do you not know that happens exactly the way people watch Netflix and Hulu? When you watch a show and they try to hook you into it and it's in the end of the episode, you're like, man, I just got to see the next episode. It's not because you were motivated to see the second episode because in the beginning of the episode, they waited until the last minute, right, of the episode to be like, oh, this is coming up next. They leave you on the edge of your seat. You're using the same muscle to tease yourself and be like, you know what, I'm already here. I said I was only going to come in here for 2 minutes, but now I'm here a lot longer. And guess who's going to get better results? The person who shows up consistently and does the work. That is what we're changing our identity to. We're binge watching the gym, right? And for the debt consolidation snowball effect, it's the same way. You pay off the lower debt so you can feel good about paying off the debt. I'm a person that doesn't acquire debt. I'm a person that pays off debt. Understand the psychology?
Regardless of interest rate, just so you can pay it off and have a little dopamine hit. That's wrong. The best method is the avalanche method. Pay off the highest interest loans first. I don't care if it's the biggest loan you have, it's the most important one. Fix your
Okay, bet. I agree with that then. I thought she was going against the whole snowball method, but the avalanche method, apparently that's completely different, is you attacking the highest interest rate first. That makes sense. That's actually smart.
mindset. You don't need breadcrumbs along the way. You're an adult, you can handle it. Avalanche only. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Full disclosure, like I said, I've never had to repay debt like this. The only debt that I have is good.
So yeah, let me know how you all receive this information. Let me know what you agree with or disagree with, and what are some of the methods that you use in order to help you get out of debt if you've ever been in debt and got out of it. Subscribe if you like the content. Again, if you guys are interested with making money in multiple streams and monetizing your own YouTube channel, go ahead and join the Cashflow Creators Club. Link is in the description down below. I will see you guys on the next clip. I'm out. Peace.